Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you're watching this. Today, I'm going to talk about the pregnancy symptoms that I experienced prior to getting a positive pregnancy test. For those of you who don't know, there is a 2-week wait period between when you conceive and when you get a positive pregnancy test. So throughout those whole 2 weeks, us women are wondering, are we pregnant? And overanalyzing every single symptom. And it is a grueling, long 2 weeks. If you're watching this video, you probably think that you could be pregnant. I know that because I obsessively watched these videos when I was waiting for a positive pregnancy test, trying to see if my symptoms matched up with other people's and trying to guess if I was pregnant. I will say I had some very odd and non-typical symptoms. If you are curious to know what those are, just stick around until the end of the video. With that being said, I do not want to make you wait any longer. I know you're dying to know what my symptoms were, so let's jump right into it. The first and most memorable symptom that I had was fatigue. I remember it was 3 days before I had a positive pregnancy test. My husband and I had watched a movie and I turned to him and I said, I don't know what's going on, but I feel so fatigued. I have not felt this fatigued since I had mono in high school. That was how tired I was. Earlier that day, I had taken a nap, and I am not a nap person, and I took a nap that day. My second pregnancy symptom was cramps, and this one's pretty common. I remember feeling them the most when I went out for a run. I could not run for the life of me. They were so bad, and I typically don't have bad cramps, so that was something that was out of the ordinary. My next symptom was morning sickness, and this I also felt on the same run. So I was crampy, and it was only brief. It was for 5 seconds. I was like, oh, I don't feel good. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. And then I got home and it just went away. And that was the only time I felt morning sickness. But it was like a brief moment where I was like, I wonder if that could be morning sickness. So the next pregnancy symptom is very common, and that is tenderness in the upper region. It hurt so bad to the point where I could not run down the steps without it hurting. I had to walk down the steps. And actually, the day before I got my positive pregnancy test, my husband gave me a hug and I literally screamed from the pain. That's how bad they hurt. Another pregnancy symptom that I experienced was an awful backache. And this was kind of just a dull feeling. It never went away throughout my whole first trimester. And I've read that it's just everything is stretching down there. But yeah, my back was in pain. My next symptom is the most obvious of them all, and that is a missed period. But I did not take a test the first day that I missed it because I figured it could range a little bit. I wasn't really ready to take a test. We were in the process of buying a new house, and so I was just not focused on it. So I actually didn't take a test until 2 days after my missed period. Now is the time for the odd symptoms that I experienced. The first odd symptom was bleeding gums. I've Googled this before, and I guess when your hormones are changing, it can lead to more sensitive gums. So if you're flossing or you're brushing your teeth, you are more sensitive to bleeding. And it actually happened to me when I was brushing my teeth. And I was like, what? So yeah, bleeding gums, that was a weird one. The other symptom that I had never heard of was dark circles under your eyes. And I have a picture. I will try to insert it here. But I sent this picture to my mom and asked her, do you know why I have dark circles under my eyes? And this was, I think, 2 days before I got a positive pregnancy test, because I don't get like dark circles under my eyes at all. It's not something that I typically have to cover up. I'm sure I get them a little bit, but like this was severe for me and it was so strange. And I Googled it after, and the change in hormones can cause shadows underneath your eyes. Who knew? I know there are a million pregnancy symptoms out there, which is why this 2-week wait is so frustrating. So if you have experienced different symptoms than I have, please comment those below. If you liked this video, please be my friend and subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. My next video is going to be my first trimester symptoms. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.